Hello everyone, today we are going to learn how to stop making mistakes with the word would. No, not that type of would, this type of would. The would that you use to make requests or respond to requests. Or the would when you have imagination, imaginary ideas. Or would when you're speaking about the past. And that's the problem. There are so many different uses of would, it is easy to get confused and make mistakes when using it. In this video, I'm going to show you 3 ways in which students often make mistakes with would and also how to put them right. So here's the first one. Is would the past of will? This is a question I get asked all the time. And the answer is not always. Sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't. Here are the ways that it is. In example 1, we're looking at would being for the future, but from a point in time in the past. Let's compare it with will first, because will is the future from now. For example, I will return tomorrow. So we're at now, and we're talking about something that's going to happen after now, tomorrow. Would is similar, but our starting point, the point in our story, is a point in time in the past. So she went to Japan last Friday. She would return the next day. So what's our point in time? What's the time in the story? Last Friday. When does she return? The next day. She returns after last Friday. She returns after the time in the story. So would is the future, but from a time in the past. The second way is that would can be used for reported speech. So let's look at our example with will again. I will return tomorrow. Imagine someone says that to you and you then tell someone else what they said. She said she would return tomorrow. So you are reporting what someone said. And of course, they said that before now. So they said that in the past. So will changes to would to show that we are reporting what someone said before now. So those are 2 ways that will can become would when it becomes past. Otherwise, you can't make it past. For example, if you change I will return tomorrow to I would return tomorrow, that doesn't make will past. Instead, it simply makes it imaginary. It makes it hypothetical. It means you are imagining a situation now. So there are certain times where will can become would to make it past, and other times you can't. Here's the second mistake. Can we use would in any response to make it more polite? And the answer is the same again. Not always. Sometimes yes, sometimes no. Would is an excellent word for making your answers to requests polite, but you can only use it in certain ways. Firstly, you can use it in this combination here. Would followed by the verb to be followed by an adjective. So I would be delighted to attend. Yes, I would be happy to join you. So would, be, and then happy is an adjective. These are fine. There's another way that you can respond with would too, and that is would followed by a feeling verb. So yes, I would like to go. Yes, I would enjoy the experience. I would love to. So like, enjoy, love, verbs like these are also good for responding to requests. But otherwise, you can't use would. Yes, I would go there. No, you can't say that. I would visit you next week. Again, no, you can't say that either. Why? It's because it sounds hypothetical. It sounds like you are imagining the situation. And so it doesn't make sense as a polite response. So if you want to make a polite response using would, stick to those two patterns. Would be adjective or would and a feeling verb. Otherwise, you can't use it. Okay, number 3. Can we use would for past habits? You've guessed the answer, haven't you? Because it's the same as the other ones. Not always. Sometimes yes, sometimes no. Let's look first at how you can use it for past habits. Would is used for past habits when describing actions. Example, I would walk to the bus stop every morning when I was a child. So it's a past habit, it's something that happened every morning, but the action is walk. It's an activity. Walking is an activity that you do. So any time that you use a verb, which is an activity, you can use would before it to describe a past habit. But you can't use would for past states. For example, I would be a basketball player when I was younger. You can't do this. What do I mean by a past state? Things that don't have an activity attached to them. So here, I would be a basketball player. That was describing who he or she was. If I changed it and said, I would play basketball every day when I was younger, that would be okay because we have the activity play. But here, be describes. It doesn't have an activity, so we can't do it. Instead, replace with used to. I used to be a basketball player. So that's 3 ways in which you might have been making mistakes with the word would, and 3 ways in which you can correct your mistakes.